I thank him for his briefing and just as he begins his appointment. UNMIK enshrines in Pristina the values of the Charter. It particularly enshrines the respect of the rights of peoples to provide for themselves and also respect for human rights, particularly the right of persons and minorities to have their fundamental rights fully recognized at the same time as they build their future in the international community. I also welcome here the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Serbia, Mr. Marko Đurić, and of Kosovo, Mr. Glauk Konjufka. Mr. President, I wish to begin by referring to what Serbia and Kosovo have in common, that is their European future, a future of peace and progress on the horizon. The path towards the integration of both countries into the European Union is complex, but is something that is done for the benefit of their populations. The issue here is for building nation-states that overcome the founding wounds and that would consolidate pluralistic democracies. For the European Union, the conclusion of the progress process that started following the end of the former Yugoslavia is particularly important to bring an end to any confrontation. France, therefore, calls on both countries to continue along the path towards normalization in their relations, supported by the EU-facilitated dialogue, which is demonstrating both its relevance and effectiveness. In this regard, France fully supports the current positive momentum in the relations between Kosovo and Serbia, spearheaded by the mediation of the Special Representative of the European Union, Mr. Peter Sorensen, with the support of the close partners of both countries and the UN. The agreement reached on the 14th of March on the gradual implementation of the law on foreigners following European mediation and the constructive approach of all parties represents a step in the right direction. With our partners, we will remain watchful to ensure its good full implementation, which must be ensured in close cooperation with the Special Representative of the EU and involving representatives of the Kosovo Serb community. Mr. President, important steps still need to be taken here. The Brussels-Ohrid agreement set the course. It now falls to both countries to implement them with the same spirit of dialogue. The Security Council must encourage UNMIK to play its full role in the observation and pursuit of this dialogue. I take this opportunity to applaud the smooth conduct of local elections in Kosovo in October and November last year. They were marked by the involvement of all communities and by a peaceful handover of power in the municipalities of northern Kosovo. Restoring Serbs' active participation in local governance and more generally in Kosovo's institutions remains essential. I also commend the orderly holding of legislative elections in December last year and the constitution of the Assembly through the election of a president and vice presidents representing non-majority communities in accordance with the Constitution. Furthermore, more than 2.5 years on, it is unacceptable for the perpetrators of the Bansjkës attack to remain at large. Those responsible for these attacks must be brought to justice and be held to account. Mr. President, France continues to support UNMIK's efforts in coordination with KFOR and the EULEX Kosovo mission. UNMIK's mandate is intrinsically linked to the normalization of relations between Serbia and Kosovo. France supports all common-sense efforts aimed to improve and streamline peacekeeping missions through efficiency measures in full respect for their mandates. France assures the new SRSG of our full confidence and support in his work for a lasting peace through reconciliation between both countries. Thank you.
I thank the